Well, hello everybody, JT Bear here at Clean Valley Farms, and I thought, it's been a really long time since I did any kind of an update on the semi-permaculture stuff, all my little bushes in buckets, and what the heck, we got some snow here, so let's take a look and see if we can figure out what's going to live, what's going to die, and we'll wrap it up with how that fig's doing in the house. Mascot shot. Alright. Not alright? Not alright? Oh, poor puppy, we're going to have to get him some booties. He's not used to standing in snow. Let's start here at the extreme left in front of the long shed. I've got that black lace elderberry bush. Now this, I think, might be around next spring. Still got some strength to its little twigs here, and still got a few little leaves hanging on for dear life. Definitely looking forward to getting all of these in the ground, but didn't do it just yet because we're not quite sure, well, where the light's going to be. And over here we've got, what do we got? This is the blueberry, I think, because it's in the green bucket. Again, there's still some life in them leaves, or there's still some life in them branches. And if we look carefully, see those nubs that kind of indicate where there's going to be growth next year. So I think the blueberry might still be with us. That's exciting. Smoky Saskatoon berry here beside it. Again, we've got those little nubs on the side that indicate there will be growth next year. That's positive. And what's next in line here? We've got, I think, one of the Hascat berries. Don't recall, what do we got? It's the Borealis Hascat berry. Now these are the two that I thought were dead last year and they came back to life. And again, looking carefully on the stems and twigs, I see these offshoots. So I'm very hopeful. Very hopeful indeed, especially considering they're just in buckets, right? Beside it we've got the grape. Oh boy, am I nervous about this thing. I don't know. There are a few varieties of grapes that apparently do really well out here, but this does not feel like a live plant. This may be a growth nub. At this point, all I can do is hope for the next few months and find out when everything thaws and begins to grow. The Polar Jewel Hascat berry. Quite a mess of growth this thing is. Again, though, it's got those little side shoots, so I'm hoping. This is one of the tricksters too, right? This is another one of those bushes I thought was totally dead, and it fooled me. So, kind of exciting. Beside it here we've got a gooseberry I never did transplant from the store. But again, it's got those little buds. Got some interesting thorns on this sucker too. I think the littles around here are going to be in for a surprise when they go to raid that one. And beside it, what do we have? Currants, I think. Ah, yes, the red currant. This and the gooseberry, we got these at the Big W. They were discounted to $4 each, so I figured why not take a chance. And again, we've got those little, right there, I don't know how well you can see that, and right there, those little nubs that indicate future growth. So, looking forward to getting these guys planted into something bigger, or better yet, into the ground come spring. Now we come to the first one I take to be a definitive tragedy. This is supposed to be a cold, hardy plant, but I will be very surprised if this produces anything green in the spring. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited and I'm hopeful and I really, really want it to, but to me this looks really, really dead. It's a tragedy. If I get another one of these, I guess I'll have to keep it in the greenhouse. And then second to last here we have these hardy goji berries. Ghostly white against the snow. I don't quite know what to make of these either, but they somehow still have the hint of life. There's some flecks in their branches. So I'm really hoping these guys made it and survived their first winter out here. If we look, focus carefully, we can kind of see what might be those new growth buds. So Very excited to try these. Goji berries have so many different names. So that will be really interesting, and I really, really hope they made it. Which leaves us, I guess, with the kiwi. Well, because the kiwi had fruit on it still, and to be honest, it still has the fruit on it, I took it into the house, and, how to say this? It really hasn't been testing whether or not it's a cold hardy species or not. However, I was pretty sure for quite some time it was dead. In the last few days, it started to produce some growth. Let's take a look. So here you can see, as I mentioned, the fig is in the house, somewhat spoiled, but not really, because it doesn't seem to be doing amazingly well. However, that being said, when we got here, all of its leaves had fallen off in the journey, and until about, I'd say, yeah, less than a week ago, there had been no signs of, well, life on here. But now, these have shot out, and we've got plenty more leaves on their way. So, my question to you viewers is, should I cut off these figs because they're taking too much effort away, or too much energy away from the plant? Or should I continue on my course and just doggedly leave them on there because, dang it, I want them to ripen? Because, you know, I'm guessing that's what a ripe fig looks like. Not like I'd know from Adam, but those don't really seem to have changed color all that much. So yes, please, give me the vote in your comments below whether or not I should cut off those figs or let them grow. I'm really curious to get some feedback from you guys, because so many of you have so much more experience in some of these things than I do. So that's the beauty of the YouTube community, right? We're all helping each other grow. So I think that's awesome. And like I said, yeah, throw your comments down below. That's where the semi-permaculture garden stands right now. And ooh, quite a wicked echo in the stairway here. But, you know, in the spring we'll get things planted out and get things growing properly, and I look forward to having you guys along on the journey when we get there. Until then, well, there's plenty of stuff to be done here, isn't there? Alright, I will see you guys later.